Hey guys, my name is Prototype. Welcome back to another video. A lot of you guys are new, so it's not welcome back, it's welcome to my channel. Thank you Reversal for giving me that huge shout out, and to all you new people, welcome. I hope you all enjoy my videos. So today we're going to be doing something very similar to what Reversal did when he gave me that shout out, and that is, we're going to be looking at some of my absolute favorite buddy Pokemon. So without further ado, we'll jump right into my favorites. Now this list is going to be going in order from least favorite to most favorite, and of course these are still my favorites, so it's like least favorite of the most favorites, I guess. That doesn't really make sense, but basically know that we're going from my least favorite to my favorite. So first up we have Toros. As you can see, this guy is really huge. He's way bigger than I was expecting, and I think it's really cool actually seeing this massive guy right next to the trainer. Alright, next up we have Onyx. This guy is huge. One of the reasons why I like these Pokemon so much is that they're so big compared to the trainer. They look really powerful, and it just makes it look really cool standing next to your trainer. So we'll go ahead and rotate him around. You can see the way he looks, and he is absolutely massive. I can't wait till we get Steelix. He is going to be even bigger. It's going to look really cool next to the trainer. Alright, next up we have Abra. Now this Pokemon is actually floating, and that's what I really love about this. I wish that Alakazam and Kadabra floated as well. I don't really know why they don't. I think it would have been an incredible idea to make them float as well, but Abra here is definitely one of my favorites just because he's floating right next to you. Alright, next up we have Pidgeot, or Pidgeot, however you guys want to say it. I say Pidgeot. This guy is really cool. Just thinking about the trainer riding on the back of this Pokemon, I think it's really cool knowing that that's the way they get around in the games. So very cool Pokemon. I love Pidgeot. It's definitely been one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemons. It's the original bird Pokemon, which, as you guys know, most of the generations do have their own little set of bird Pokemon, and this one has to be my favorite out of any game. Next up, we have Rapidash. Now, Rapidash is one of my favorite Pokemon visually. It's definitely not the strongest Pokemon, and I wish it was stronger because it just looks really cool. Seeing these massive flames behind your trainer is honestly very impressive. I really love the way that they designed Rapidash, and making it even bigger than the trainer makes me so happy. It makes it seem like it's a regular size horse, but then the flames just really put the icing on the cake. Now going back to what you guys saw at the very beginning of the video, Ninetales. Ninetales is another one of my favorite Pokemon that I wish was stronger. It's definitely a cool Pokemon, and seeing all of these tails from behind, you can actually see them. They look really cool, and yes, there are actually 9. It looks really nice. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, like I said. It looks really majestic. I think that's why I like it. I don't really know. It's just one of those really cool Pokemon that are definitely underrated. Now, one of the other Pokemon that I don't necessarily like, but I really wanted to show off, is Beedrill. Now, imagine actually seeing a Beedrill in real life. This thing is huge. It's so big. It's almost as big as the trainer here, as you can see. Imagine how it would even feel to get stung by one of these things. It's really crazy looking. Some people maybe don't realize how big Beedrill actually is, so that's why I put it on this list. Alright, now we're getting into some of my higher CP Pokemon. As you can see, we have Poliwrath. This guy is really big too. He's supposed to be like a frog, and thinking about a frog being this massive is crazy. He is a fighting type, so he's going to be kind of big, but it's one of my favorite Pokemon. Again, an underrated Pokemon. He's not quite as cool as some of the other ones that I did mention, but Poliwrath is definitely one of my favorites when it comes to buddy Pokemon. Alright, so this is going to be the obvious choice for one of my favorites, and that is Gyarados, because this thing is absolutely massive. It's insane how big Gyarados actually is, and it's definitely something that's worth it. Working so hard to get all of those Magikarp candy, wasting all of those Magikarps by transferring all of them, and then evolving one of them into this beautiful Gyarados is one of the things that makes Pokemon Go so satisfying and so great. Alright, now we are down to my final 4 Pokemon. That's really weird. Normally it'd be final 3 or final 5, but I realize there's 4 left, and we're just going to say there's final 4. So Arcanine is by far my favorite Pokemon that I believe is underrated. He might not be that underrated. I feel like a lot of people do like him, but stats-wise, I feel like he could be a little bit stronger. Of course, he's definitely very strong as it is, but you know, he's just one of those Pokemon that look ridiculously strong. I wish he was one of the best Pokemon in the game. He could be a legendary. In fact, I think his Pokédex is actually called the legendary Pokemon. I'm pretty sure, but this guy's really cool. Again, imagine just riding around on this thing. That would be very cool. If they ever implemented that in the game, like the graphics to where you would actually show your trainer riding around on an Arcanine, that would be incredible. Alright, these last few again are obvious choices. Number 3, I guess, the third to last one is Lapras. Lapras is again a huge Pokemon, and when you played the older games, I think this was actually Gen 2 on the Game Boy. You actually rode around on a Lapras when you used Surf, and they brought that back, I think, in one of the games. I don't know. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Lapras is a very cool Pokemon. Imagine riding on the back of him. He's really, really cool. He's pretty strong. I think he's more of a tank. He's not really offensive, but he's one of my favorite Pokemon in this game by far. It was one of my goals to get a Lapras, and I finally caught one, so thank goodness I got that, and I can show it off to you guys today. Alright, second to last, we have Snorlax, another obvious choice, but definitely one of my favorites still. He's very, very cool. He's really big, and honestly, he's such a lazy Pokemon, you wouldn't expect him to be that strong, but he does fairly well holding his own in the gyms. Last, but certainly not least, in fact, the greatest, I would say, is Dragonite. Now, everybody loves Dragonite, everybody wants to get a Dragonite. Dragonite is so rare, he's so strong, and he's such a cool Pokemon. I'm so thankful that I have one of my own, and I can show it off to you, as well as Lapras. Like I'm saying, I'm really, really just happy to have these Pokemon. He's one of the few that I will want to keep in here, especially walking around. He only takes 5 kilometers, which I guess is the farthest distance, but anyways, he's very, very cool, and he's one of the Pokemon that I really want to just continue getting and improving, and definitely going to be using him a lot to take out some gyms. So that's the video, guys. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death. If you're new and you're still watching, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'll see you all later.